Jamaica's public health system is broken. Every week we hear the horror stories. Long waiting times, no beds, basic equipment not working. Hospitals and clinics are in crisis. While this government cuts ribbons, Jamaicans are being left to suffer in overcrowded, under-resourced facilities like this one. The next PNP government will change this. We're going to shift focus. We want to prioritize actual care for people when they're sick, not these mega projects with huge cost overruns and that can't finish years after they start. Refurbishing every operating theatre, creating urgent care centres island-wide so people stop waiting days for help on benches or floors. We're going to launch national screening programs to target the biggest killers of our people: cancer, hypertension, which is pressure, diabetes, which is sugar. We want to catch them early so that people's lives can be saved. We will make the investments to ensure that every parish hospital has the equipment it needs to deliver the services required by the people. And stop the outsourcing racket that leaves patients with nothing but bills and delays. And we will support our healthcare workers, not just with words, but with housing, with training opportunities, and with respect. This is not about PR, it's about saving actual people's lives. Next PNP government will deliver proper, decent healthcare for the people of Jamaica. Time come.
Nationwide, come to the front. Instead of sitting down and try to highlight the people who are speaking on the corruption in this country, about the most honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, you're telling yourself that highlighting us, you're trying to get us down, or you're doing something that is going to damage people's reputation or something. That is impossible. We are regular Jamaican citizens that have every right to speak. And what you all do all the time is sit down and oppress the nation from speaking. And have us afraid of you guys. Okay, when you people should be afraid of us. Shame on you. We're that important why you have to be speaking on us. But let I give you something to speak on. Speak on the Prime Minister, the most honorable Andrew Holness, who is heading to court on the 13th of October 2025 to face the court about financial affairs. Go and speak on the Prime Minister who 6 times tendered lies to the IC and his reports about his status. Go and speak with the Prime Minister about 2 of his declarations that they're going to undeclare. They just want to prove inaccuracy and lies. Go and speak of the Prime Minister, the most honorable Andrew Holness, that has not signed the code of conduct, has not declared his asset from Wapi Kill Philip. Okay, go and talk to your Prime Minister, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, who spoke of how if he saw a bit of corruption in his parliament, how he was going to tackle it. But he have all these 11 thieves that is in parliament, and 1 is identified and the other 10 is hidden, that we're waiting for them to come to the front, where the integrity say they have 11 illicit criminals in their party. And he's not tackling his illicit criminals that he have over there. He's not bringing them to the forefront to the public for us to see who they are. Why don't you go and speak on those things? Go and speak on those things. A leader that promises us transparency, accountability, and good integrity. Look what he have given to the nation. Cannot declare his status. Hasn't signed the code of conduct. Been investigating for financial fraud, among other things. The news also say possible money laundering. Okay, and you're gonna come out here, try to highlight a few local regular citizens, including myself here, who are speaking for our rights? How low can you guys go? How low? But always remember, we are not paid to be out here talking the facts and speaking on our rights. But you are paid to be up there lying and spreading propaganda. Okay? There's so many things in the governing party for you to speak about and speak on, so the public can see what's going on in the country. You're going to come speak on a few persons who are out here talking the facts. and speaking for our rights? You guys are afraid of what we are saying, so you figure that coming with propaganda and tell yourself that you're going to bring her down by highlighting our pictures and saying that we done this today, bright today, and get degrees in our mind. Come on now. We know the heights by great men reach and kept. If we get some information on a phone to go on stage and read, for sure we're going to be able to read it. Okay? You all turn on regular citizens. How can you turn on the regular citizen of Jamaica when we have every right to speak? How shallow and low can you get? It is so. I'm going to give you some more things to speak on. Speak on Ruel Reid and the 3 others to face multi-million-dollar fraud charges. Go speak on them. Instead of you sit your ass up there warming and talking shit. We are the people. We have every right to speak. Go and ask your leader how we take 1.5 million USD dollars to market homosexual in our country. Go and speak on those things and leave the locals alone. Let us speak. You guys are low. You want to tell me that you are so far-fetched that you can't find anything else to speak on than to go on and regular citizens who are defending and speaking for their rights? Listen, we are not afraid of you nationwide. Go and sit your all asses down. We are not happy that our asses has been marketed for 1.5 million USD dollars. We are not happy that our leader has been investigated for so many things. We're not happy that we have a leader that is not willing to sign the code of conduct, hasn't declared his status, tendered 6-time fake documents intentionally to the IC about his finance. Go and speak on those things. Give us the locals a chance to speak on the corruption of what is happening in our country. Shame on you. When we think this thing is over and about to move on with our lives, you go on your program to highlight us? Come on. Who the hell you think you is? Warming bench and talking shit? When you're on top of the locals now, you're oppressing the nation. You don't want us to speak? Well, we're going to find ways to suppress our oppressors. We're going to find ways to suppress our oppressors. We're not going to sit down quiet and silent and be oppressed by you hypocrites. Bright and out of order. Who the hell you think you is? Go and talk about his friend Dennis Chung. That he changed the law from 12 years experience as a police officer, 5 years experience as a senior investigator to accommodate his friend, so he can put him in the financial fraud investigation. Why don't you go and table that? Sit down, soak in those things and talk about them. Instead of you running out on regular Jamaicans who are out here talking for our rights. We're that important. It's that scary that we're not supposed to speak. This is embarrassing. And Jamaica have to stand up against you people. We have to be stronger than this. How dare you? When so many things are out there for you to highlight and talk about, your Ghanaian and regular citizen. You need to go and put some more lip gloss on your damn mouth. Out of order and bright.
2 people, senior people in executive position, within the last 2 days asked me if JLP ever borrow from IMF, although JLP have 2 IMF agreements right now. Because people believe say only PNP borrow from IMF. Then the message when enough people have in their head is that PNP is just about FinTech and borrowing from IMF. That is why the Prime Minister consistently talk about we don't borrow, and that is why the political technocrats are supporting them with this rubbish argument.
And that is where we are saying where we are now, Ralston. The responsibility to educate Jamaicans, to show the people where we are. Because if you go up on TikTok, Ralston, and see some show up on TikTok and hear some things when they talk,
Yeah, man.
Hey.
You know what I tell you?
Jesus.
You pick it up too. I mean, I say people come to me personally. I mean, I say, oh,
Check.
the executive position, I don't even know, say, we still have 2 IMF agreements.
Rally.
Oh,
One girl
yeah.
cuss me up on a thing and tell me, say, oh, the GLP never borrowed no money from IMF in a 2010 in a Rasta. Them never get no IMF deal. Hey, some things.
That's try to tell you, brother.
No.
I'm telling you, we became, just for your listeners, we became a member of the IMF on February 21st, 1963. IMF was formed in 1944. The first loan Jamaica gets from the IMF was Sir Donald Sangster, JLP. Yeah, 10 million SDRs. Many people believe that the first time Jamaica was born from IMF was with Michael Manley in 1976. The first time born from IMF is 1963. The JLP has never successfully completed any IMF agreement. The first time we complete an IMF agreement was with Omar Davies in 1995 and pay off the IMF. We'll never go back to IMF in 2010 after they mismanaged the Great Recession. That is the worst IMF agreement Jamaica ever had. I'll get locked out of the international capital market.
That was the first and only time. That was the first and only time we get kicked out of the international capital market.
Yeah. And a PNP and Post Simpson Milan. Well, we saw the deputy, it was something I wrote for Monday morning. We saw the deputy governor of the Bank of Jamaica, Wayne Robinson, lying to the country yesterday because he told the country that we generated those reserves without any borrowed money. We carried the Prime Minister line. If you notice, all of the institutions have been corrupted, so they carry the line that the Prime Minister carried. Just like how Trump in America, all of the agencies them have been corrupted. Yeah, including the Federal Reserve. So what him do now? Wayne Henry carrying the line. Wayne Robinson. So you have 2 Waynes. So I want the listeners to understand. You have Wayne Henry at the Planning Institute of Jamaica.
Yes.
And you have Wayne Robinson at the Bank of Jamaica. So he was telling the country yesterday that will build the country the reserves to 6.15 billion without any borrowed money, which is a lie. So here's why the reserves are strong. The people from the diaspora who them this so much, their money is half of the reserve. So
that's when you send remittance to Jamaica.
Correct. That's half of the reserves, $3.128 billion out of $6.15 billion.
Yeah.
Right. And we are borrowing $158 billion, 158.44 billion this year to be precise.
Yeah.
60 billion of that is coming from foreign. When that money coming from foreign, the BOJ give Jamaican dollars to who get the money, to the government of Jamaica, and then take that money and put in the reserves.
Yeah.
So he's lying. That's why the reserves are strong. Remittances first and the borrowed money. So, because the money from tourism cannot cover, and BPO cannot cover the trade deficit.
So what else cover the continue for the rest? Because you said the remittance is 3.1. 3.1
and the money that them borrow.
Yeah. And then, but that's 60 billion, you say?
Yeah, man, and them converted to US dollars, and then now you have a little change coming from tourism, 1.76 billion.
Oh.
Big up yourself, talk to mine on top of the press, big up yourself. But you know, say, that a road in a central St. Mary, we're bad, really bad, see? Because Bruce Coley and them did creep off it, and so them out fix and then they fix it, and then the big heavy rain will start to fall. You know, see, it mash up the road worse. See, every year, every day, the labor right then cuss over the road, so the MP now fix the road. You see me? So I said to them, so the MP can't fix the road and without him get money. They saying get money because Warmington did come in and say I'm going to invest some money. Warmington no give the MP no money. So I said then they know they campaign on that because they want Central St. Mary more than anything else. You see me? So I say if you talk to no government and make the government give the money to fix the road. Then say they don't want the government to give the PNP no blood clot money to fix the road and them a drive on the road, bad road for them vehicle and mash up and just for make the PNP. You say little like fully blood clot done just for make the PNP fix the road, you know.